In the dim light of dawn on August 7, 1942, the sea around the Solomon Islands stirred with the rumble of engines. Dozens of American transports crept forward under a pale sky, while landing craft splashed toward the jungle-lined beaches of a remote island few Marines had ever heard of, Guadalcanal. For months, the Japanese had expanded unchecked across the Pacific. Pearl Harbor, the fall of Singapore, the advance through New Guinea, each step had pushed the Allies further back. But now, the march had halted here, on this small island where the Japanese had begun building an airfield that threatened the lifeline between America and Australia. The US decided it would allow no further expansion. Here, for the first time in the war, America would strike back. As the Marines hit the beach, they braced for fire. But none came. The Japanese construction troops had fled into the jungle, abandoning their half-finished airfield. Within hours, the Marines raised the American flag over the captured site. They named it Henderson Field, not knowing it would soon become the most fought-over piece of ground in the South Pacific. But while the landings were easy, the days ahead would not be. That very night, the black waters north of the island erupted in flames. In one of the most disastrous defeats in U.S. naval history, Japanese cruisers slipped through the darkness and annihilated much of the Allied escorting fleet at the Battle of Savo Island. When dawn broke, the transports, terrified of another attack, fled, leaving the Marines alone with barely enough food and ammunition for a few days, and the Japanese were coming. From Rabaul, Tokyo ordered the island retaken at all costs. Soon, destroyers raced down the slot, a narrow passage cutting through the Solomons, bringing reinforcements every night. These nighttime supply runs, the Marines began to call the Tokyo Express, delivered elite Japanese soldiers who melted into the rainforest like shadows. Days were filled with the scream of Japanese bombers diving at Henderson Field. Nights were worse. The jungle seemed to breathe, alive with rustling leaves and whispered marching feet. The men slept with rifles in hand. The first Japanese assault came on August 21. They charged across the sandbar at the Tenaru River, believing the Marines would collapse easily.